Alright, I got the standard TX22, got the TX22 competition, and got the new TX22 compact. So I've got 3 mags, each loaded with 16 rounds of standard power point. And I'm just gonna shoot them. I'm not gonna do anything crazy, just shoot one of each just to do it. Whoa! Now let's shoot the competition. I think my battery's going dead. This is very good. For the compact. Still don't think I've got a dot on very good though. No, it's still shooting left. Just a little bit more. Hey guys, what's up? It's B coming from G&A today. So I've got the brand new Taurus TX22 compact. Got the TX22 standard, I've had for several years, and then the TX22 competition. So, I don't know if I've made a video yet about this, but I was on a week-long YouTube jail sentence. I received a warning for some, well, whatever. I received a warning, and then a few days later I received a strike and was on suspension for a week. So, which I haven't uploaded in a while anyways, just been whatever, but definitely frustrating. And of course, I haven't uploaded in a couple months, and then the time that I really did want to upload is right whenever I was in the middle of my suspension. So anyways, SHOT Show happened during my suspension, which is also kind of, I hadn't thought about that till just now. That's also kind of curious that it happened like that, but anyways, they announced this at SHOT Show, but there were several, of course, big YouTubers who had this before then. And again, Taurus, I promise you did not send this to me. I bought this with my money and just had it shipped out. It's very similar, really, to the standard TX22. Of course, it's the compact, so it is shorter in the grip. So it's that much shorter in the grip there, and then it's shorter in the slide by just a little bit. So it is a little bit smaller. It does have a 13-round mag, where of course standard TX22 has 16-round mag. So it does have these cuts in the slide to lighten it, so that the red dot being fixed on here doesn't affect cycling issues. And also the top part of the slide here has been cut out, where on the standard TX22 just has this little ejection port here. Now it wraps all the way around here, and again, that's just to lighten it basically. So that the red dot doesn't cause cycling issues. This is a Riton MPRD 3, I think. I actually bought this about a year ago, so I just had this sitting around and just didn't have a use for it. I got a pretty good deal on it a year ago. Taurus does have their version where they come with one of these Riton red dots, but mine's not that. I already had this thing. So it's the RMSC. I think I always get those letters mixed up. So it's the RMSC cut for that. It's also the Holosun K, and I think also a SIG Romeo 0 or the 0, whatever, will work on it. It has these blacked out rear sights and a standard white dot, and with this Riton, I can barely coat witness. I mean, I can see the front sight just a tiny bit over, but it's just because of this thing. All right, and then here the compact is compared to the competition, which the competition has the same grip length as the standard TX22, so there's no difference. But of course, the slide on the competition is going to be a little bit longer than the compact. So as far as size, really that's the only difference, is the length of the slide and the length of the grip. Because in the width of the grip here, I put a caliper on it on my standard TX22 and on the TX22 compact. And actually, I think the TX22 compact may actually be a hair wider, like maybe by 0.5 millimeter or something. It's definitely not the same or slimmer, or it's not slimmer. If anything, it's the same, but I actually think it's just a tiny bit wider. This thing is definitely not any more narrow that way, and it's also the same width here, from here to here, as it is from here to here on the standard. So it's not like the grip is smaller if you're thinking about, you know, for a person who has a smaller hands who needs something smaller. It really doesn't affect any of the geometry in here at all. It's just, you know, making it shorter here on the grip and in the slide. To me, really the only advantage on this compact is, or I mean, I guess there's several things, but really the only advantage is that you're able now to be able to mount a red dot directly to the slide. And it, you know, like a standard red dot mount, it's below kind of the level of the slide where it mounts to, so it's even, you know, pushes it down a little bit further, which is totally different than the red dot mount on the competition, which, you know, is just kind of big and just adds a lot there. This is trying to minimize that as much as possible. And, you know, for whatever reason that may help you if you choose to carry this or whatever, it's good for, you know, making it shorter in this dimension and for making the red dot lower, whatever. But I wish we could get a standard TX22 slide that is milled where we could, you know, mount red dot on a standard TX22, which I don't know if that's in the works or not. But I mean, I'm definitely happy with this. This thing is just awesome. So I took these out and just, I put about 200 to 250 rounds probably, I don't even know, through, and it was cold and windy. The wind was blowing probably 30 miles an hour, so it was not a pleasant day outside. So I didn't stay out as long as I normally would, and it was getting dark. But whatever, I shot 200 to 250 rounds to this thing, and it was flawless. The only thing, there was 2 rounds, that it was the rounds, and one especially I know for sure, it was a Remington Thunderbolt. And I shot it once, didn't go off, looked at it, had a very strong dimple on the rim, put it back in, struck it nearly on the exact, you know, 180 degrees on the rim, it didn't go off. And then later, as I was loading up, I didn't realize I got that thing back in there, and I was going through a mag, and it was like, whoa, why did it fail? And I noticed, whoops, I accidentally got that one back in there. So it hit a third place in a totally different place. And then there was one other round that happened. I wasn't gonna waste time on that. But other than those 2 rounds, and it was totally, those rounds were just duds, this thing did not choke one single time, which is what I would expect from a TX22. So really very, very similar from the compact to the standard, just shorter in the slide, in the grip, able to mount that red dot on there. The trigger's the exact same thing, which is saying something, actually saying a lot, because, you know, for standard current production and excluding high-end stuff and all that, just for standard production stuff, this is the best 22 trigger you can get on a current production pistol right now, in my opinion, and I guess a lot of people's opinions. It's just awesome. I love this trigger. If you're needing a 22 and like you just need one, this is definitely like, I really think it's the best decision. I've been planning on making a video about this. I've actually made a whole long video and I ended up scrapping that right before Christmas. Didn't upload it at all and spent many, many hours on that. But I'm probably gonna make a video about this. But the TX22 really, I think if you just want one solid handgun, one solid 22 handgun, the TX22 is the gun to buy. I really believe that. Anyways, very cool. If you need something like that, man, you are good to go. So be coming from G&A today. Thanks for watching.